Okay, today is Thursday. It's 10:06 p.m. It is May 22nd. It is now fully fifth year, and it's June is coming up, and half the year has gone, almost gone. And what I can say about the half of the year is that I existed washing dishes, uh, coming over here and looking at the monitor, going to eat. And that has been my existence for the past 6 months, adding on to the 5 years of this life. So if I were to liken this experience, it would be incarceration outside of the prison system. And it is essentially being cooped up in a cage where the lid is open. Well, actually, it's an invisible wall. Okay, it's an invisible incarceration. Uh, it has it has essentially been it has been a torment, uh, agonizing experience. Uh, I liken it to an experience of being. If there is hell, I would say this is probably hell at this moment. This is hell. I can see for the first 4.5 years, I didn't realize this. It was just painful. It just agonizing. It was excruciatingly difficult to to uh, to be on this journey. It was an extremely difficult thing. I suppose it's like climbing Mount Everest. I suppose I can just imagine it, how hard it would be, right? Without proper equipment, without proper uh, oxygen level. I mean, in the olden days, I can just imagine how difficult it must have been. People who have failed went up, came back, went up, came back multiple times, but somehow humanity has scaled it. Okay, so now I have today. I thought to myself, um, I'm losing anyway. Why not just enjoy it? I mean, why do I have to like not enjoy losing? Just figure out how I can see if I can figure something out. Okay, so I know I'm losing. I know that this could possibly go on for another 5 years. At which time I'll be 62 years old, right? So 61, 62 years old. I can see this happening. And then I know that God is so kind, despite the fact that I'm floundering, and there is a restaurant. And one of the good things about being in a restaurant business and the food business is that people have to eat. Okay, it's not AI. AI cannot create food. It cannot create food. That's the advancement. So now I'm thinking about now I'm like five platform challenges, each of them costing $30. Okay, and I've lost them all. Okay, I've lost them all, and I'm like on the brink of losing this one too because I made a I made three separate errors, even though I was up almost 1%. Okay, so I'm thinking, and I made that trade. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's something that I should not have made a trade, but I made it. I made that trade. It's like clicking on something, even though it's not supposed to be clicked, even after yesterday, right? So, uh, so this is a journey where now I can see. I see. There's this YouTube guy now. He's uh, Kimmel. I think his name is Kimmel. I mean, he's a young man, and he said that he was in tears. Okay, so because he couldn't figure it out. Uh, I think the reason why he was unable to figure that out is because he himself was working against his own progress. And that's why he was like in tears because Because whatever I do the same thing too. I'm looking at it here and I'm thinking about, oh, that's why somebody might be in tears. I mean, somebody might be in tears. I can see that. On the flip side, on the flip side, uh, on the flip side, if it was easy, anybody can do it, right? If it was easy, anybody can do this. So when people talk about like turning the corner, it's a really, really uh, interesting question because only those who succeeded in going to the other side knows what it is. And turning the corner means completely severing the emotional and spontaneous actions that undermines any progress that I make. That's what it is. Okay? And severing that is incredibly difficult. It is immensely difficult. That's why 95% of people fail. And even those people who are sort of successful, they limit the amount of money they have in their account because they know what's going to happen. They don't specifically talk about it. People sell lessons and training classes and things like that. But ultimately, what the turning the corner moment is being able to control these spontaneous trades, okay? Controlling these spontaneous trades and and add to it controlling the emotion so that that emotion does not hinder the vision that I have of the setups. So when people say that trading is really, really difficult, I mean, it's really, really, really difficult. Trading is really, really difficult. I mean, I must have, I wanted to quit multiple times, but I'm essentially caged in. There's no other option. There's no other option. There's absolutely no other option. God has put me in this situation. God has put me in this situation to figure this out. Okay? God put me in this exact situation so I can figure this out. God put me in this situation so that I can figure this out. That's the only way to escape from this. But this is a very, very, very difficult problem. Trading is a trading. I'm not saying this lightly whatsoever. I'm not saying this at all. I'm not saying that this is easy at all. I'm not saying this in a light tone either. I mean, this is this is an incredibly difficult. Even if somebody told me how to do certain things, it takes a great amount. It takes an enormous amount of effort, whatever it is. I still don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it requires an enormous amount of effort to change the pattern of behavior. So here's the situation. I could be by luck trading good each day, right? And then one day I'll be in a I'll be in a I'll be in a state of mind where something happens, whether I haven't slept enough, whether I didn't eat the right food, or maybe I'm physically exhausted, or or there was some sort of a emotional altercation somewhere, or some sort of like somebody making a prayer, right? And saying that I need to be charitable. When I'm being charitable, then I succumb to that and then I give money to the rich people. So that's the situation. So, and then the other part is whoever's on the other side of these trades, they they're they're making money. I'm not making money. Whoever's on the other side of my trades are making money. Okay? Whenever I make a trade, somebody else is on the other side who's making money. They're not making money from me, but they're making money from the market. Somebody on the other side, because mine is a simulation environment, I'm just paying money to run some simulations in hopes that I'll pay. But people who are actually using money to make these trades, they're losing money. 95% of people are losing money. Okay, 95% of people are losing money. So, um, so I'm still trying to see. I have all the time. I have like, see, my kids, my kids. I pray they're doing well, and I pray my ex-wife is doing well. Those are the only people that I have any concerns in this world. Okay. Uh, True. I mean, at the core of it. Okay. At the core. I'm being absolutely honest here. I'm being absolutely honest. There are people who are around me who are kind, and I hope they do as well. But fundamentally speaking, there's a core group of people, which are my children and my ex-wife. Hopefully, they're doing well. Okay, so they're. I pray that they're doing well, and I cannot interact with them because I'm in this situation where I'm like incarcerated outside. Okay, not incarcerated inside, but I'm incarcerated on the outside. And God gave me this opportunity to solve this thing. If I can solve this, if I can solve this, solve it. If I can solve this. Okay, so here's what I need to solve. Here's a couple things that I do. One, I take spur of the moment trades. Okay, I see it's like a dog that sees a ball. Okay, it's like a dog. Okay, it's like a dog that's seeing a mailman. Okay, a dog sees a mailman, or somebody whistles at the dog, and dog loses complete and utter focus about whatever the dog was doing, and then just turns around and then loses and focus of whatever was going on. And when that red or green long candle just flashes, it causes me to like, wow, it just, my mind just gets erased. The logical side just runs up the hill, and then there's this Neanderthal just clicks on it. Okay, it just clicks on it automatically because it worked once before. It worked once before, and I keep doing it. So it's a habit that I've created. So that's one. Now the second part is after I take that, then something, the logical side is still separated, and something is driving me to keep doing it. And so instead of pausing, so there's a couple things I need to do. I need to pause, take a breath, and allow whatever happened to settle in instead of just like dumping in it, because that emotional trauma, the chemical burst of that chemical burst that has entered into my body has not dissipated, and that chemical burst is separating me from my logical side. So those are the two things that I need to work on. If I can solve this, if I can solve those two things, if I can solve those two things, then trading will become uh essentially easy. Trading can become easy. Okay? Trading can become easy once I solve those two things. Trading can become easy.